Oh, are we? Oh, we are good to go. Okay. For some reason, I thought, hmm. Oh, I hit the wrong thing on the wrong thing to mute on the mix. Oops. Well, hey everybody. Welcome to Mom's Basement Streams. Before we get into things, I would like to say you can follow me at Almost Omniscient on Twitter. We have a whole host of different streamers. Whatever you're looking for, you can find. You can catch my old videos on our here on Twitch replays on our YouTube, whatever you'd like. Uh, you can find us on TCG Player in case you are looking for rare, expensive cardboard. And if you're feeling so generously inclined, you can donate or subscribe. Anything is appreciated, and we love you guys. So tonight, I'm going to be playing Bug Delver. Now, you're probably wondering, why Bug Delver? Well, that's a really good question. I don't actually have a particularly good answer for that other than you're really favored against Eldrazi. Death and Taxes is better than most lists of Delver have as matchups. And you get to run Tombstalker. Like, what more do you want? Okay, probably like a less greedy mana base because that's 8 duels and 3 wastelands. Also, the deck is much more resilient to a lot of mana deprival because of the fact that your mana base is better. You're also better against Punishing Fire. This is more a mid-range deck than... This is somewhere between mid-range and tempo. As you can see from the sideboard, there's a lot of sort of grindy options. Sylvan Library, Lily, Jace, Trophy. Far and Away is a really fun piece of tech that helps a lot against Reanimator as well as Depth decks. And because it's blue, so it can be pitched to Force. It can't be Inquisitioned away. All in all, very fun card. I don't know necessarily if it's as good as it otherwise could be, but still fun. We have Liliana of the Veil, Bitter Blossom. Yeah, this is what I tend to play at my locals for Legacy, and it is one of my favorite decks in the format. I know there are better Delver decks, but this is the one I enjoy most because of this guy. Which, if you had told me in 2014 that I would be a fan of Tarmogoyf, I would have laughed at you and probably like shamed you for making that statement. Because at the time, I was just on Twin. So, yeah. Alright, let's get to it. I don't like this hand. Hand suddenly became tolerable. We have 2 forces available. We get to run out a Delver. Now, because we just ran out a Delver and it is a blue-green land, the first thing they're going to assume is that we are on Canadian Threshold. Rugged Delver, for those of you who do not know, which is a very odd Delver deck. It's very, very tempo-y. It is the tempoiest of the Delver decks. It is also just very punishing. You don't get free wins most of the time. Hymnaturok? My guess is that it's going to be a Hymnaturok, but we can end up... Okay, no him. We're going to wasteland them. because sometimes Grixis Delver or Grixis Control is just keeps these hands where you have to fetch where wait, no, they must be on bug. They have to be on bug. They're on Verdance. That's even better because bug keeps a lot of hands like that. Okay. So they're probably on Shardless. Okay. They're going to take that. What we need is a Goyf. Well, that also works. I'm running out the Verdant last because if they are going to Wasteland us, I would rather have better choices. Okay. Well, hopefully we get a land because they are... Ugh. Rough beats. They are on, Punishing Thieves, or they must be on Punishing Thieves. I'll get a Bayou here. Force the nag on the Lily. An Abrupt Decay would have been much preferred there, but can't do anything about that. Sort of just stuck with it. Also, interesting question for those of you at home. If the character you played as was your tax advisor, how likely would it be that you were going to jail? Hmm. So it's going to be interesting as to whether or not they decide to uptick this Lily. Ooh, they are. They're just... Oh, because they don't have any blue sources. Well, this is going to be interesting because they're going to be able to ult the Lily and it's going to be pretty unimpressive. Now, if we can get an Abrupt Decay... Damn, this is like the lamest. Okay. Hmm. I think I can afford to put these to the bottom because there we go. Alright, now we're going to see that Lily ult because that Bitter Blossom has to go. Okay, look, it's simple question about tax advising. How likely would you be to go to jail if the last video game character you played as was your tax advisor? It's pretty simple. Oh shit. Well, that was a mistake. Or maybe it wasn't. Any sort of thief style deck has a lot of trouble with enchantments. I think the correct choice was to put like at this point he's just kind of screwed on blue, and I'm going to be able to I'm gonna hopefully hit something I can. Yeah, I can afford to lose that fatal push. That would be interesting to say the least. Okay, attack Lily. Attack Lily. I'm actually going to use this ponder here just to see if I don't want any of those. Good news is that our clock is about to be... Yeah, that's fine. Geometric. So if he attacks, we block that. If we block that, nope. Now we will block with this token. We can end up running out this Tombstalker the old-fashioned, well, not old-fashioned way. Boy, I love this card. Okay. I feel much better about like what is probably the greediest play I have ever made in my life. Flusterstorm is actually not the best here. So Daze is meh. Force is okay. Well, okay, Daze is better than Force when we're going first. But since we aren't going first, oh, we definitely need Trophy. Going second, I don't think I want any of that because what I'm more or less afraid of is just a whole bunch of like Strixes and a bunch of crap that I otherwise can't deal with. I want Flusterstorm helps us avoid just losing to a random Hymnaturok. Tormod's Crypt might be greedy, but honestly, if we can cut them off of their graveyard, it just turns snaps off. That's a really good spot for us to be in. This is not a really good hand for us to be in. This one is. So I think we'll run this guy out. He can end up eating some removal. Actually, if we get a Tropical Island, yeah, I want to keep the Delver alive. Make this as awkward and as painful as possible because when he runs out like a Dak Faden, if we can get him to be scared of it being threatened, we're in a really good spot. Sure. So we have mana for Abrupt Decay. I'm worried about them just playing out a Jace, which would suck. Now this is probably something that Holland is not thrilled about. Just out of blue. Let's see. What do you do? Now, he might just be on check pile, which would be a little surprising to me, just because check pile is much worse when Narset is in the format. Narset has been huge. Like, the card has very much changed how Legacy is played, because it is a mono blue Leovold. The Lily's getting Abrupt Decayed. Presumably. Or trophied. Do I want that Delver back? No, I don't. Here's where having a spell bomb effect is very good in fair matchups, is when they're very reliant on Snapcaster mages. Like, he is super reliant on snaps. Another thing that's nice about Bug is that unlike other Delver decks, well, Pyroblast is much worse against you because you're also a rock deck. And, well, ooh, that's unfortunate. Goodbye, Jace. Well, we've got a 5/6 still, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, Lily? I don't know where exactly it would be better to have taken the Abrupt Decay. Okay, that makes sense. Because he's just trying not to lose. So we're gonna wait to do anything. If we can just draw a Fatal Push, we're fine. We're gonna get perned. Oh, damn. I was not expecting that. If we're going to be completely honest, that was probably the last thing on my mind. Now, this was a really good draw. Like, really, really good. Yeah, I don't think there's another Delver deck that can even occasionally beat Checkpile, because I've played Checkpile and I've played Delver. I've played a lot of both, actually. Punishing Fire, I don't know why he wouldn't be on Punishing Thieves, though, is my real question. And it may have to do with, New Teferi. Because New Teferi will prevent you from being a... Well, no, that's activated abilities. You can still do the triggers. I don't know. And even then, that Punishing Fire against Teferi seems, D's plus, at least. Not a fan of having to do that. Yep, get your Fatal Push. That was a really good play on his part. I'm going to just take the card disadvantage here. Yep. Now I'm feeling much better about playing a Jace. K command? Ooh. Hurtful. So he's going to be able to... Huh. So the reason I'm negging there is because I don't want him just to be able to minus get trophy, blow up our Lily. Hey everybody. Welcome to the stream. He may still do that anyway, which would kind of stink. The fact that he was able to just draw all of the removal for Planeswalkers is really rough. Anyone new who joins in, last video game character you played as, if they filed their taxes, how likely are you going to prison? Sorry, well, technically it's your tax advisor. How likely are you to go to jail? For anyone who watches this later, still answer that question. I'm actually really curious. I'd really, really like... So let's see. We still have to do the neg because we need to sort of continuously run out threats. Because otherwise that snap is going to be too much value and it's just going to... I should have waited on the Tormod script, to be honest. Like, not... But also, like, him getting back a Strix there would have stunk. We need cantrips. We need cantrips bad. Or we need to see Wastelands. But, so out of board, what we're going to want Dazes back. Oh, damn. Okay, so... Yep. Okay. We need something really good here. Yep. We just exchanged some positive MTGO vibes. He's like, I'm playing really bad. And I'm like, same boat. It's a shitty boat. It's such an awful boat. Yep. So if I neg, I think I want to neg here. Force the lily minus. Yes. Can I see an abrupt decay? I know that. Ooh, I'm out of abrupt decays. Need a threat. He brought in marsh casualties against me. That one's weird. Don't know why I would do that. Snapcaster? Hmm. Very curious. Jerk. So it is punishing thieves. Okay. Yeah, now we're definitely going to lose this one because, well, he definitely has a bit of an advantage. Now that I think about it, do I even want days here? Like, the biggest removal is... Oh, okay, so he is legitimately thinking as to whether or not he just has to alt Lily and separate Last Hope. Backhand, no abrupt decay. This is embarrassing. Like, this is... I mean, not necessarily for him, but like just overall, kind of like as tone of a matchup. He's not finding any punishing fires or any groves, and that's really bad here. Well, he drew the decay that last time. That is a thing. See the abrupt decay when you are the turn after your opponent alts a last hope. That's what one might define as rough beats. This hand, if this were a trop, I would keep it in a heartbeat. If he's going to preordain, in that case, I'm going to be very bold, and we'll just wasteland him. Because if he's... So, the reason why I wouldn't run out, why I wouldn't... Like, I would wasteland if he is... If he doesn't have a threat. Like, it's one thing to wasteland someone when they're just like, huh, well, I'm not doing shit. Wait, nope. Don't want that. If he's on Delver, which he probably is. Or he's on, I don't actually know what. This is the weirdest storm deck I've seen in my lifetime. Well, yeah, there are times when you want to force of will a brainstorm. For instance, when you know your opponent is not going to have shit. I should have pitched the... I screwed that up. Well, that's a big punt, but that's alright, because it's not necessarily alright, but we'll live. Big storm turn? Or did you just brainstorm lock yourself? You did. He is on the most cantrip heavy Delver deck in existence. Boy, this would have been so much better if instead of the Preordain, I had had the Brainstorm. Holy cow, he is no luck. So we're going to bring in Flusterstorm, Deluge, Charm, Surgical, Tormods. We might bring in Jace. Yeah, we're just dead, but so we want the reason we want Deluge is because it is an out for Empty the Warrens. That's the name of the card I was thinking of. So let's see. Bitter Blossom is really slow. I don't think we need too many Abrupt Decays. Preordains can be trimmed. Liana the Veil is actually pretty good. But I think that's what we want to do. The library could be alright. I think we'll just run it like this. A lot of the time it's hard for us to deal with storm decks when it's the first game. Yeah, keep that. Turn 1 Delver with Daze backup. We got a tropical island here because we need to be able to have double blue in case we need to cantrip a lot for interaction. Next turn, I think we're gonna go with start with Ponder, and then this buys us at least a turn. So if we brainstorm, look for a blue card to pitch to force. Well, I don't want him to get that card selection. Because he's already on a clock. Next turn it will be a very fast clock. It's hard to tell when you want to force against Storm. Force Brainstorm against Storm. Because a lot of the time they need that extra selection to be able to really do much of anything at all. And when they're down to like this few cards, they normally can't actually storm off in a Tendrils way. They storm off and they empty the Warrens for a lot. Which is what I think is going to happen here. And if it is, we win. Uh-oh. No, we're dead. Well, if we had just gone with the Bayou. I've been having trouble with Storm lately. I don't think my sideboard is adequately equipped for it. But I haven't been playing enough to really have a finger on the pulse of the meta. This is fine, though. We'll see how exactly... Yeah, this is good. We have interaction. We have threat. We have redundant numbers. We have enough lands. Is oftentimes how we lose in fair matchups. It's just not seeing enough lands. So I feel good about that. Painter. Yep. So... Okay, so next turn... Yeah, we just have to deal with that. Ouch. Okay, so we have to kill that. We'll see how cautious he's going to be, but I think we're just going to lose here because he's going to grindstone us out. Yep, we dead. Okay, so we want normally this is the type of deck we're pretty good against, actually. So Golgari Charm might be a bit ambitious. We don't have a whole ton of blue. Well, everything's going to be blue because of Painter Servant. Guess we can trim a Preordain and this boy. And just expect to be playing a very lean game. So, turn one Delver. Yep. So, let's see. We have Brainstorm up. We can end up dealing with a Magus of the Moon. I think we're going to win. We have ways of dealing with Blood Moon, Karn. I should have surgical the. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I would have liked a Goyf. Seems decent. Well, that's kind of gross. We will... Actually, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just push that. Well, this is not going super well. You know, with the... Oh. Well... Tutor... Recruiter... Karn... Pyro. Okay. So let's see. He's going to use the white tutor, got a... Use the Pyroblast. Damn. Very decent draws on his part. So he has this Karn and the white tutor. I think we're just dead here. because he just can combo. Yeah, that stinks. Would have liked to have seen removal, especially since we are on a lot of effects that could have hit things there. So that was kind of just rough beats. Hmm. Well, maybe this next one will draw something a little less poopy. Mm. Yeah. Oh, also, of note, we are going to be having a. This is going to be a month where we're going to have like tribal specials. Uh, so what that means is all of us are gonna end up picking a tribe and just play decks from it. Yeah, that's quite a fine hand. So, mm, excuse me. I'll be playing Blue Black Fairies in Modern and Legacy this month. I don't know what exactly everyone else is playing. I suspect Richie will be on an Eldrazi deck because he's a monster. Oops, nope. Days. That is the one I'm looking for. Well, we need to get this true name out as fast as possible now, because otherwise we're just going to get loamed to death. Alright, lands is a matchup I have not gotten to play yet. At least I'm assuming it's lands. I mean, it might just be aggro loam, which would be a bit weird because normally they don't run a whole bunch of 1-drops. But we'll find out. Yep, just normal lands. That is a very expensive Rishadan port. Like, that is quite the painful port. So, has to Punishing Fire? Um, Okay, so loam, presumably. I think we're going to win this one. Like here. Even if he has to exactly merit Lasius is his out. Yep. Okay. So, cards we need here. Trophy. Library. Surgical. Tormods. These. You guys are really bad. You're pretty awful. Bitter Blossom does make blockers. But I don't think it is worth it. Going second is days worth it. I think I would rather have 2 Flusterstorms and then a Jace to be able to potentially bounce a Merit Lage. Yep. This is what we were doing. Yeah, Bug Delver. It's just solid and does the most stereotypical things you could find in the color combination. Hmm. Okay. Here's where we just get Dark Depths and feel really stupid. Ugh, this is not going well. I needed to have countered that exploration. So the best we can do is just keep forcing him to activate. We don't have a whole ton of options here because so I don't want to use this brainstorm until he is wait, no. Damn it. Well, that was a misplay. We're just going to concede this one because we are locked out. So going second days is definitely better than it was. Let's cut a preordain. Actually, let's not go with all the dazes. Let's go with 3 dazes. Yeah. Lands is a rough one. Well, okay. So, if they have the fast merit Lage, we're dead. And I understand that. But also, if they don't have a fast merit Lage, we have some very solid threats in place. We are going to get rid of that while we have a chance. Because it's kind of a problem. I was hoping you'd play against some of the Delver decks that have been doing well right now. Or Miracles. Or just not the decks we have. If we're going to be completely honest. Because the decks we have played against are just kind of rough beats for us. Yeah, yikers is in fact the phrase I would use to describe it. Okay. So we beat in. Trophy there. Yeah, they only run one basic, and it's a forest because they can just Thespian stage to make additional copies to play around Blood Moon. Hopefully he goes for a choke play because that's... I think that's the way we win. Is if he gets greedy. Hmm. Well, that stinks. Oh. I thought that was going to be much worse than it was. I thought he was going to get a loam. But he's probably playing around that. Hmm. So we want all of our free spells. And that way we can protect our Delver. Hmm. Sure, that's okay. We get a Goyf. And Goyf will be pretty ripped. And the Punishing Fire is sort of not the best here. Hmm. So we can use the surgical. But I'd rather not. So, we know he has a Punishing Fire in hand? So he's gonna get a Glacial Chasm. Ugh. Oh no, it's a Maze, duh. Not Glacial. So we need another Goyf, more or less. Good news is that if he loams, it's not going to end up getting to resolve. This is a very good spot. Because now, let's see, so I don't know if I want to just go to get rid of the depths now. I think I'm going to do it during his draw phase. Or is it just correct to get Wasteland? Yeah, it would have been correct to get the Wasteland. Come on, give me a Wasteland. Yep. So here is a very weird one. The Blast Zone is hot in that deck. So he can't Punishing Fire. Ooh, is he going to, actually, then? If he pays for it, he loses. So I'm going to put him to 2. A wasteland. My kingdom for a wasteland. Or a cantrip into a wasteland. Gross. Need wasteland so badly. This is a really frustrating way that I'm going to lose this game. Instead of just being punishing fired. Ooh, wait. This may actually potentially theoretically do something. Okay, need to see 2 wastelands. Or just get another land and be able to start fate sealing with Jace. Mm-hmm. Not quite sure what the out is here. It has been a very slow league. Like, we haven't gotten paired against any, like, meta decks, And that ends up being a little rough. I know your forest is gone. Ugh. So close. I hate Blast Zone. I think it was correct last turn if he had tried to copy the Wasteland with one of these. But we do have exact. Yeah, I know it is, but that's because it's. I'm I'm trying not just to concede this one, just to play another match. But it is very tempting. So he's going to make another copy of Thespian Stage. Likely, we are going to run out of time. Good news is, now we have a turn to get a land and be able to play Jace. And if we can play the Jace, we might just be able to like Fate Seal him out, or I'm not actually totally sure what the avenue to victory is here. Okay, Jace is now going to be stranded in our hand. Yeah, I kind of want to concede, just another Goyf. Or we'll just play a Delver, which might actually, if we get a Wasteland, it's still enough. Yep. Damn, this is agonizing. I wish I'd had Pithing Needle on my board. Let's see, do I even have... I do have targets left. That is good news. Bad news is, I think we just lose. Yes. Well, hold on. How are they going to kill us, actually, is my question. We're just going to hard yield through the entire thing. We will make him do the work here. Because... Nope. Give me a goif. Or not. It doesn't really matter. Well, can't cast that true name. Oh, God. This is how you get people to stop wanting to play Magic. Like, there's... Okay, we'll just go over some neat legacy decks here. Let's see. Let's see what did well this last legacy. Oh, Kenta got second? Or Kenta... The slowest combo deck I've ever seen. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Narset on the main board of Delver? Wait. This one's actually relevant. Okay. I know technically I was supposed to just sit, but I didn't want to give him a loam if I could just get him off of all loams. Yeah, if I can get a surgical, this will be really funny. Like, a surgical extraction for the most miserable game possible. Yeah, I know you're not gonna let me hit you in the face. Honestly, I should be attacking with this just to force him to take more time. I think looping Punishing Fire through enough times is actually going to time him out. Because he can't tap out and do it every turn. Because if I have a yeah, we'll just swing with the Goyf because we can. He's looking for a loam. Yeah, you can't do that, buddy. Like, the reason he can't actually do what he wants to and get me dead quickly. Oh, I surgical extracted his Dark Depths. He does not have any way of killing me quickly. Nice. Having more Punishing Fires does not actually end this game faster. Thank God. This is actually going to save me time and make it more likely for us to win. Which is kind of hysterical, if we're going to be honest. Yep, we are catching up on that time department. We'll just pitch a Goyf. Well, he might be able to kill us. But he's going to be really pressed for time. Man, this is actually miserable. Remind me never to play against lands ever again without being on a deck that runs Price of Progress, because this is hell. This is actually hell. It's very funny that he can only do this a specific number of times per turn, because if I have a surgical extraction ready, he loses. But I think he's going to kill us, because I don't see us drawing a surgical. I should have surgical the punishing fires, or waited. Actually, no, what I should have done was waited on, um, whatchamacallit. Mm. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be dead. Nah, we are definitely dead. Because we got punishing fired a whole lot this turn. Mm. Okay, now that now we are dead. And holy cow, this league has taken way too long. I apologize to everyone for subjecting you to this. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's do this last one. So, currently we're 1-3. We lost to lands. We lost to some very poopy draws against Storm. And I don't even remember the other one because that was just such a grind fest. Okay. Fine hand. Now we're playing against Enchantress. Pardon me? Okay, well, it is one of those days, apparently. So let's get rid of. Oh, hold on. So let's see. We'll just leave that mana up. No, actually, I don't want him to have an opportunity to do anything with that. Mm-hmm. Well, him to Turok is very good in this matchup. That is the plus side. didn't want to play against just prison. Okay, we'll get another Underground Sea. We'll cast Ponder. Hopefully get... I don't want those. I can't have those. What I can have is a Spell Pierce, though, because next turn, Hymn to Turok, have Spell Pierce in days is just pretty strong in this matchup. Out of board, though. I don't know what we want out of board. I know we want Trophy, Charm, probably, or we definitely want Far and Aways. Here we go. Man, I need to reevaluate what I want to play in Legacy. So, we will probably be on like a Grixis Thief of Sanity deck next week. Sure. Please have the decency to be on the Emrakul list. Well, crap. Huh. I was not expecting to play against Enchantress. Nor should anyone, to be honest. Eh. Well, let's see if they do anything. It's been so long since I saw lands. It's been even longer since I saw Enchantress. Boy, life is strange. Huh. Alright. This... So we're just gonna concede here because I don't actually have time. I need to apparently do something that I did not anticipate. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, shit. Come on. I need to get going. This is really unfortunate. I don't like having to cut streaming short, but I think I might have to if this guy is not keeping things fast. Keep this. We have a turn 1 Delver with Ponder, likely an early trophy. And if he gears up 1 land with Utopia Sprawls, Trophy X is a very, very good blowout. And True Name is not shabby here either. We also have... Ideally, we get to 2 black sources over the next 2 turns, which I know means drawing a lot of extra lands, but eh. Well, hopefully this goes smoothly because we have pretty decent plays here. We have a Golgari Charm. We can blow up a land. Yeah, deal. Nope. Where are you, Bio? Green, black. All creatures get -1/-1. Yield through this turn. Yield through this turn. Sure. So I can blow up the Utopia Sprawl. He gets another land. That's not exactly worth it. How much is his -1? Yeah, we'll attack Dovin. All the prison. I wanted elves or Maverick or not this. I don't also know what's going to be good in like 2 weeks. Because Modern Horizons does introduce cards into Legacy that are actually going to see play. Yeah, whatever. You're doing prison things. Hmm. I can honestly say I was not expecting that. Throw more Utopia Sprawls on this. I want the blowout. Hmm. Oh, wait, no, can't actually do that. Man, this format is so weird. Okay, as soon as we lose this one, I've got to get going. Grumble, grumble. Because I don't think we're going to win this one. Because this is not a good matchup. Hmm. I actually have to leave now. I will be streaming something next week.